Hey there, YouTube, it's Hex again. Welcome back to another episode of the Curio Cabinet. Today I want to talk to you guys about two different, a root and an herb. And it's two that I use very often. I'm kind of starting the first few episodes of stuff that I use often and that I know very well, because I found great success with them using them the ways that I might talk about. So today we want to talk about lemongrass and orris root. Lemongrass is phenomenal for all works, including jinx removals, uncrossings, and like cutting and clearing negative influence. Lemongrass is not only does it smell amazing and tastes phenomenal, you'll see it in a lot of like Thai and East Asian cuisine, some Middle Eastern food, some Mediterranean food, kind of depending on the region. But lemongrass is one of the main ingredients in traditional Van oil. And the reason being is Van oil is meant to kind of turn things around and convert bad luck to good and remove negative influences from whatever you're using it on. Pretty much any kind of blockbuster, cut and clear, jinx removals, uncrossings. If I'm not using another herb, which I'll talk about later, I'm using lemongrass because it is just a very powerful and potent herb for those specific reasons. Um, Lemongrass is a main ingredient in a couple of our oils in the shop. I use it to dress candles, especially when I'm doing uncrossing or blockbuster work, because I find that the lemongrass, while it's cutting and clearing, it's also kind of centering and kind of holding in place the results that we want, so that it's not, you're not finding it stagnant. A lot of times when you cut something out of your life, it's kind of like, okay, well, what next? The lemongrass keeps things moving and flowing, and it's a very swift herb. I find that the results with lemongrass that I've gotten have been quick. They're not as slow. It doesn't have a slow, stagnant energy at all. It kind of removes and keeps pushing forward, and it's there's a term we use that you might find some people use in conjure called the sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. There's a guy walking up to our door again. I swear it's like the last couple of weeks we've been getting so many solicitors. Um, we in Hoodoo we look at things for what they are and what they do. So if you have a root, typically that's going to ground something and hold it in place to your life and allow it to grow. If you're using something that maybe has a citrus smell to it or some kind of lemony kind of scent or flavor, if we're talking about it from that perspective, a lot of times those are swift moving and very bright and clean cut scents. So lemongrass, again, because it has that slightly citrusy smell, actually creates a clean, swift cut of whatever it is that you're trying to remove. And then for orris root's actually a very impressive herb, or root, I should say. We use it often in our shop for anything to do with love drawing. Love drawing is probably one of our most requested services. It's one of our most requested products. Our love drawing oil quickly moved to one of our top sellers in the shop. And we keep orris root in our bottles of love drawing oil. Orris root is phenomenal for not only drawing love to you, but also protecting that love. It's attached to the planet Venus, and if we were talking like traditional witchcraft, its element would be water, because it has a lot to do with the emotional part of love. It roots to the emotions of love and can kind of draw them into you and protect that so that it's not corrupted. So depending on how you use it will determine the outcome and like the other herbs that you use it with. So for instance, we love to use orris root with patchouli and cinnamon. Patchouli and cinnamon work phenomenally because not only does patchouli, again, heat things up when it comes to love in a very sweet way and kind of keep it flowing quickly. Patchouli is also known as a love drawing herb because it's got a very expensive smell. It's found in a lot of perfume, and it has a lot of just very lustful qualities to it. So when used with orris root, it creates a very sturdy, powerful love drawing energy. Um, you can always take it and put it in a red flannel bag with some patchouli and cinnamon, and even catnip would work great. And tie that off, feed it with some incense or some whiskey. Tell it what you want it to do and pray over it with like maybe a red candle or a pink candle, and carry that with you, and you have a really quick and easy love drawing mojo bag. But that is orris root. Orris root also smells really good. I think it smells really good. Um, Orris root is not native to the US. It was actually brought over from Europe. Um, it, for centuries, the ancient European folk magicians um, used it based on its element and its connection to the planet Venus and all of those higher purposes. Um, it's pretty much only found in love drawing work now. You could use it for protection, and some people even put it in divination. We actually are working on a divination blend for the shop that has not been released yet. And orris root is one of the ingredients because the divination blend is specifically designed to be burned when you're reading um, for things about love. So, any type of situation where you need to ground something to do with love to your working, orris root is a great option. Um, Anytime you have something that needs to be cut and cleared, you have a jinx you need removed, any kind of negative influence that needs to be cleared away, lemongrass is a really good go-to herb, and you can find it really easily. A lot of Asian markets, or even now some supermarkets, carry lemongrass, and you can always buy some and dry it yourself and then cut it up. We actually get ours certified organic. It's cut and sifted, so that means they remove any like additional bits that shouldn't be in there, and it's just straight cut pieces of lemongrass. And the same thing for our orris root. It's considered certified organic, and then again cut and sifted. I like to use things that are in small bits like that. It's just easier to manage. It's easier to kind of get the exact amount that we want. So definitely keep these in mind if you guys are trying to achieve any of these results. For anything to do with love, orris root's always a good option. And for cutting and clearing, uncrossing, and jinx removals, lemongrass is a really good option as well. If you guys have any questions or would like to see a video on any particular herbs, let myself and Chris know by leaving a comment down below, and we will get those videos started for you. Thanks so much for visiting us here at the Curio Cabinet, and we will see you next time. Blessed be.